Hello and welcome once again to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We still have the Salem Spectre fastback over there, which I haven't... I'll just clean it up. I hate looking at the rust bucket sitting there. Does look a whole lot better without all the rust. Let's go ahead and swap out all the body parts real fast. There aren't a whole lot to worry about. No front bumper. Go ahead and grab these parts because it will bother me if I don't. Okay, let's... Oh, I should need to look at... I need to look at the interior parts as well. Whoops, I don't know. So there's a bench, and a steering wheel 7. Need to see what seats those were. Seat 11, leather D. Really? It was the racing seat? I guess it was. Huh. I don't know if I like that. That's what it calls for. Have to see what it looks like. I don't know if I like those. They look too tall for that cabin. Nope, I just was in that store. I want to be in this one. So let's look at the other store first, because I have a hood B and headlight B. I wonder if it had taillight B. Yeah, see, there's hood B with a cutout in it. I'll go ahead and buy all the glass, because that doesn't matter. And the trunk. And there weren't doors either, so I can buy them. The only thing I really want to make sure, and the fenders, and there weren't bumpers either, so the only thing I really need to make sure weren't a different version were the tail lights. Right headlight B, left tail light B, sure enough. So they were tail light B. I wonder what C goes to. I have to look for that car one day. Oh, I didn't buy plates, and I thought about it too. Oh, did I not buy the door? I guess I did not. I thought I bought all the doors and fenders and stuff. Okay. Now I don't feel like I'm going to get tetanus just from looking at it. I guess I bought 2 fenders. Didn't put that plate on. Okay, now, so I'm gonna let this car sit for now. It is 26,000 at this point, and I didn't pay attention to what it was when I started. But at least it doesn't. At least it's not so much of an eyesore. So let's go to the junkyard because I really want to find something new. Okay, here we are. Not looking promising. That looks like an MR2. Yeah, MR2. I would do one, but I don't really like the drag cars. Boy, this is terrible. What are you? Oh, this is that modded Porsche. That's tempting. This is a mod I downloaded recently. I mean, it's based on the. I mean, it's a 911, obviously, but it's modded so it looks different. I think it has like a big wing on the trunk. Keep an eye on that. That might be what we do. This is terrible. There's only 2 cars in this place. Wow, man. Only 2 cars in the whole freaking junkyard. So I guess we'll do this one. 27,000. And let's head back. Okay, so let's see what we've got in this thing. Looks like it's got 964 seats. Yeah, 964 seats, steering wheel. Oh, there's no steering wheel. It's a clamshell. Okay. So that means we need to rip out all the body bits. What else is on this thing? Rear bumper. Doesn't look like there's any ABS, Is there a radiator? No, the intercooler is there. That's why, because it's got the same power plant as the 911 Turbo. So the fenders don't come off. Where's the battery? There it is, hidden in there. Okay, so this is 911 GT2 1995. That means we have to go to the other store. So it has A and B parts and stuff too. I'm just going to get the basic parts. I don't think this is like a race version or anything. Oh, those must have to come off. I have the distinct feeling I have bought not necessarily the correct bits, but none of these things say what's what. Right rear door window. Oh, I see. Those things aren't even there. What else is missing? There was something that didn't come off. Right, it said right rear door window, and there it is. Alright, I think I have everything I need to build the body out. Let's see if I have guessed correctly. There we go. So it's looking more or less complete now. Alright, I think that's everything. Nope. What have I forgotten? Rear license plate. now the body should be 100%. I don't know if I like it. Looks like it's a little bit longer than the standard 911. So what I want to do, move car. Factory color on it is black, so it's another Bond villain car. Yeah, it's another Matchbox car too. The bottom is all just one flat piece. Yeah, this is... pretty sure this is the 911 Turbo. Oh wait, there was a fuel pump, I saw it. That's not what I meant to type either. I want to type tank. There we go. Oh, jeez. And when I first started playing this, when I didn't have all the DLCs, I would go in there and type fuel, and I would get like the fuel filter, fuel pump, and the fuel tank. And now that I have all the DLCs, it's like all these extra fuel rails and stuff for the Bentley. V6 Turbo. Yeah, that is what's in there. That's where I wanted to be. So I will go ahead and get the V6 exhaust stuff. No, I feel like I'm missing something here. What am I... Oh, 964. That's why I'm not finding it, because it's under 964. The RS stuff is the 911 America. That's non-turbo. It has this big muffler thing in the back where the turbo goes on the turbo version. So I want one of those and one of those. And I'm going to need the turbo anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and get it now. Don't want to put that stuff on though until the engine is done. So let's go ahead and pick a paint's color for this. I don't think I'm going to leave it black. What kind of livery does it have, if any? None. Looks like nothing. Bummer. Alright, so we're not going to leave it black. I have to change the brightness pretty much. So that slider just gives us black or white. Let's see if we can get... Of course, red always works for me. Something like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. For some reason, the color scheme thing in this game, it's really easy to get black or white or red. And this is a nice red too. But then red is my favorite color, and I am happy with pretty much any shade of red. car should go together pretty easily. It looks like it's built pretty much on this on the chassis for the 911 Turbo. So it should be fairly simple and quick to rebuild. Lord knows I've done enough B6 engines. What is that? Something in the model there looks weird from underneath. I think it must be like a water tank, maybe? Go ahead and take the back apart, since since this is a rear-engined car. It doesn't have a rear axle, and it just has the double wishbone in the back. So I can just go ahead and yank these parts off. It comes apart pretty quick and pretty easily, and we can get the transmission and the clutch parts out. How much of an engine is even left in this thing? Not much. Well, none of the heads are on this side. The pistons, of course, will go into the garbage. Yeah, no heads on this side either. And I don't see any timing stuff. There's no alternator. There's no engine cover. There's a bunch of stuff that goes on top of it. There's no manifolds, there's these things that are called the B6 pipes that go into these holes right here, and clearly they're not there. We'll probably be building a lot of this engine up from scratch, depending on whether or not we can repair the blocks. Okay, so everything is out. Go ahead and yank the engine. It's hardly worth being called an engine, since all it is a block with no heads or anything on it. No, I'm going to leave that there. And we'll put this back up. Now we need to start buying parts. So, the tires are different sizes. 265. No, they're not. Oh, no, the front ones are 235. Okay. So, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bushings. And we'll get the tie rods and the sway bars. Probably just get the rack, too, at this point. Yeah, 25%. Sway link A, because I have to remember that those are front suspension A. I'll go ahead and buy the shock absorbers, because I know, no, that's the front, damn it. Double wishbone shock absorber rear. and shock A for the front. Got myself going a little bit too fast. 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. And then 2 springs for the front and 2 springs for the rear. There we go. Brakes. Let's go ahead and flush all the old brakes. Some of those calipers and cylinders are probably repairable, but I kind of feel like building new brakes is a good idea. Double wishbone. Oh no, oh no. Because I bought... you know what? I'm not going to have enough bits. I need to buy 2 more shot caps and 2 more springs. Because I just made double wishbone front. I should have just sold those double wishbone shock absorbers. Now I have an extra set. That's okay though, they can go on that car. Okay, double wishbone rear, shock A, shock A. So yes, perfect. Let's get rid of the clutch things. Gonna need hubs and rear wheel hub B, so 2 front hubs and 2 rear wheel hub Bs. So 2 of them, 2 of them, 4 of these, and 2 of those. That should get us a long way. Yeah, all we have left now are the suspension arms and the tires. I need to deal with the tires, but we'll see what we can repair here. It looks like we didn't get that gearbox. That's too bad. Wow, repaired less than I thought I would. That's terrible. Steering knuckle A, front axle knuckle cover. Gearbox B6. Oh man, that's terrible. If it had repaired, I would have been able to get probably 750 for it. I never can remember if this engine wants a starter V8 or just a regular starter. Always have to check. One of these days I'll memorize this. Regular starter. Okay. I'm going to buy that now so I don't have to do it later. Okay, what else do I need to buy? 2 suspension arms, upper and bottom B. That looked like a rear axle knuckle cover. And rear drive... Oh, I didn't get that. Drive axle B. That was knuckle housing D. So that should be all of our physical parts for the suspension and gearbox. So let's get our wheels. These are all 18-inch wheels. I'm just going to buy new ones because these are all in pretty rough shape. This one might be repairable, but these others are all red. So rim 264. This is the one for the non-turbo, and this is the turbo one. Those were all 18, and it has, what does that have, vintage tire? 235/40/18. I'm going to put race tires on it because it's going to be blindingly fast. Yeah, 235/40/18. Yep, bought the right ones. Always paranoid that I bought the wrong ones. 265/35/18. Okay, let's mountain balance all these things. I'm going to end up being all over the track. I know it. It always happens. Especially with the fully tricked out V6 turbo engine. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque. Yep, well, I thought I could get that finished before the tire finished balancing. I think I can probably get them on there pretty quickly. It's fine. I can't complete the rear drivetrain anyway until the engine is back in the car. I think that's the last one that needs balancing. See it spinning over there. Yeah, it just finished. Okay, good. I didn't expect to be able to get the whole front together before it finished, but I thought I'd at least get some of it done. Okay, the tires are all ready. So all we need to do now is finish assembling this part. That's not what I wanted. There we go. make sure. Okay, good. Oh, I still have the junky ones. So the 235s were on the front and the 265s were on the back. I want to make sure that that's 235/40, 235/40. So those are the correct size. And then 265/35. So the back tires are slightly lower profile than the front. When I first started playing this game, the first time I did a customer order for a Porsche, it didn't occur to me that the wheels would be different sizes. And when I went to complete the order, it wouldn't let me. It was like something about mismatched sizes. I forget exactly what it said, but that was when I found out that sometimes they come that way, where you have different sizes on the front and back. Whoop! Wait a minute, I wasn't looking. I need to put the see. Look, it tried to put the 265 on there. I want the other 235. But yeah, it took me a little bit. I had to take all the tires back off and rearrange it to make sure I knew what was going where. And ever since then, I started doing things, you know, 2 at a time, so I didn't screw up and mix them up. Let's go ahead and lower it, because now we're going to do the engine. Need to open the trunk too, because the intercooler will go in on top of it once the engine is done. I'm going to take this piece of junk apart. We might be able to save, like, the shaft down there, this thing, and maybe these crankshaft caps and bearing caps. Crankshaft bearing cap is the same thing. I meant the crankshaft caps and the rod caps. I'll try to repair them. Pistons, of course, will go into the garbage bin. Oh, that one's on the other side. Take that. I'll try and repair the blocks. May not get them. That one was 26% or 28%, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and flush the Let's flush the pistons now, because I know I'm going to be buying new ones. Almost bought 8 rings. Thinking about V8s. So let's get spark plugs, because this engine needs 12 spark plugs. And it's a B6C, so I'm going to need to get manifolds. I'm going to need 6 of these, and 6 of these, and 2 of those, and 2 of those, 1 of these, 1 of them. Let's see, manifold A, manifold B, intercooler. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to need those manifolds, because this is the turbo. I need 2 of those. And then I will need 2 of these, 1 of those, 2 of those. Let's see. I think I need this cover for the turbo, and then I need 2 of them, and 2 of them, and I need that. And I think I bought an intercooler already. Need 1 of these, and 2 of these. Need that. 4 of these, 1 of those. Timing chain A and B. And I think I need like all of these serpentine belts. Probably buying, I know I'm buying extra bits here, but I'd rather have it than not need it. And that should be pretty darn close to everything. Well, except for the alternator and the power steering pump. And it has a V8 crankshaft pulley. Alright, let's see what we can repair here. I think we only rescued one of the blocks. Yep. All the rod caps and the crankshaft caps, though. That's nice. Oh, I lied. I saw one rod cap that was red. And which block was that? Block B. Alright, let's start putting this thing together. This is like my favorite part, the magic pistons hovering in the air. Okay, so power steering pump V8. It just occurred to me that I didn't buy clips for the ignition caps. I'm going to need to do that. At least I don't think I did. Nope. I wish there was some performance ignition for this car, like there is for the other stuff. Glad I bought those pipes when I was thinking about it. It's another one that's clipped through the mounting plate. I kind of think you should be able to see straight through there, since like the intake manifold is on top of it and the exhaust manifold is underneath. Unless there's some kind of valve in there. There probably is. Never worked on a Porsche engine myself, so I don't know what they look like inside. That went together pretty quickly. Should do that from up here, yeah. There's the turbo. Glad I went ahead and bought that. Oh, I should have. I knew it. The other pieces that I bought are for the normally aspirated car, and this is the turbo. But there is a performance version of this, and it is there. And then there's a throttle. Is it this one? Yeah, throttle B6B. This thing has all the bolts in the world. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of stuff I didn't need to buy. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get another Porsche, standard Porsche, before too long. Or I'll probably just eat it and sell the parts. Oh, a serpentine belt. I didn't buy that. Yep, and there's a roller there. So what was that? Serpentine belt B6B? I know it needs this filter and this base, and I need more clips. I think it's clip B, actually. Better check and make sure. And there's roller A. I wasn't sure which roller. And the air filter for the B6, which is this one. We're almost finished here. Oh yeah, clip A. Alright, here we are. Let's jump outside. And it's darker out here in the sunlight than I expected. Yeah, I should have gone a little bit higher. I like it to be nice and vivid. This is a good color though. I would totally drive this car. The bumper has got kind of a scoop aspect to it. And I don't care for the big wing though, that looks dumb. Alright, well let's see if we can keep it in a straight line. When it starts to fishtail, I let off the gas. I think if I can get out of the lower gears without having it fishtail, I'll be okay. God, I think we're closing in on 200 miles an hour. Yeah, this car could definitely get over 200. With the right gearing, it could definitely get well over 200. Okay, so that went pretty well. It went better than I expected it to, actually, considering some of my performances driving the car on the speed track. So we have it's completely done, 100%. Sat in it, drove in it, and it is worth $360,000 for us. What did I pay for it? Oh God, I really should write that down. I want to say it was something in the neighborhood of $28,000. So yeah, that's definitely worth doing. And I don't mind. I like doing the Porsches. I can do Porsches all day long. So that seemed to go pretty well. I liked that car. If I didn't already have like 4 Porsches in my collection, I might keep one. So still have to decide what I want to do with this. I may or may not finish it here. I don't know. I may do like I did with the last Salem Spectre I got, the newer one that was like the modern Ford Mustang. I do want to see what it looks like with the blower sticking through the hood though. So I still have to decide if I want to do that or not. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you again for our next Junkyard adventure. So on that note, bye for now.